A luxury handbag can look simple from the outside. Smooth edges, precise stitching, a polished finish. But some of the most unusual bags begin with a material that most people would never expect to see in high-end fashion: fish skin. Fish leather is valued for its distinctive natural texture, fine grain, and strength. It can be turned into wallets, shoes, belts, watch straps, and luxury handbags. What makes it fascinating is the transformation. A material that would otherwise have little value can be carefully cleaned, treated, colored, softened, and finished into an exotic leather product. The finished bag may spend its life in a boutique, an airport, or on someone's shoulder. But behind that elegant appearance is a carefully controlled industrial process most people never see. Fish leather is an alternative to more traditional exotic leathers. Species such as salmon, trout, perch, and other suitable fish can provide skins with distinctive patterns and textures. The skins are often recovered as a byproduct of food processing. Instead of treating them simply as waste, specialized tanneries can process them into a useful material. The challenge is that fish skin is relatively thin and delicate. It contains natural oils, scales, moisture, and proteins that must be carefully managed. For a luxury handbag, every part matters. The leather must have consistent color, flexibility, strength, and appearance. That is why the journey begins long before the first stitch is made. Inside the processing facility, the journey begins when preserved fish skins arrive from seafood processing operations. They may be transported chilled, frozen, or preserved with salt, depending on the supplier and production system. Workers unload the skins into designated receiving areas, where batches are identified and recorded. The material is inspected for size, condition, tears, excessive damage, and contamination. Forklifts, carts, containers, and workers move the incoming skins toward processing equipment. This first inspection is important because a luxury leather product cannot be built from inconsistent raw material. Good production starts with good selection. The skins now enter preparation. First, unwanted flesh, scales, salt, blood, and other residues are removed. Specialized knives, rotating drums, washing systems, and mechanical equipment can help separate the usable skin from unwanted material. The skins may pass through repeated washing cycles using controlled water and processing solutions. Excess moisture is managed carefully, because the leather must remain workable without becoming damaged. At this stage, workers also sort skins according to size, thickness, surface condition, and overall quality. The objective is simple: create a clean and consistent material that can safely move into tanning. Once prepared, the skins are ready for controlled chemical treatment. Unlike many conventional manufacturing processes, the leather itself is not simply cut into handbag pieces yet. Instead, the skins are measured and grouped into batches for tanning. Each batch can be processed according to its material characteristics. The skins enter rotating drums where they are gently moved through carefully controlled solutions. These treatments begin changing the behavior of the raw skin. The material becomes more stable, less vulnerable to decomposition, and better suited to the later finishing stages. What looks like a simple piece of skin is gradually becoming leather. This is the heart of the transformation. The prepared fish skins undergo tanning, a process that stabilizes the protein structure of the skin and turns it into durable leather. Inside large drums, the skins rotate with tanning agents under controlled conditions of time, temperature, and chemical concentration. After tanning, additional treatments can adjust softness, flexibility, color, and resistance. The leather may then be dried under controlled conditions before being softened mechanically. Finishing machines can stretch, condition, and smooth the material while preserving its natural texture. This stage requires precision. Too much heat, pressure, or chemical exposure can damage the delicate skin. Done correctly, the result is flexible leather with a distinctive grain that can withstand everyday handling. Now the leather moves from the tannery process into handbag manufacturing. Large leather sheets are inspected and laid out so the most attractive sections can be selected for visible parts of the bag. Patterns are positioned carefully before cutting machines or skilled workers cut panels for the body, handles, flaps, pockets, and other components. Each piece must align with the others. Workers then begin assembly. Panels are stitched together using industrial sewing machines, while edges may be folded, reinforced, painted, or polished. Hardware such as buckles, clasps, rings, zippers, and handles is added. Gradually, separate pieces become a recognizable luxury handbag. Before the bag can leave production, it faces detailed inspection. Workers examine the leather surface for scratches, uneven coloring, weak areas, loose stitching, and finishing imperfections. They check the alignment of seams and the movement of zippers and closures. Handles are inspected for secure attachment, while hardware is checked for correct positioning. In higher-end production, inspection may happen several times throughout manufacturing rather than only at the end. If a defect is found, the item may be repaired or removed from the production batch. Quality control protects more than the product. It protects the reputation of the brand and ensures that the customer receives the quality they expect. Once approved, the finished handbags are prepared for protection. Each bag may receive protective wrapping or stuffing to help maintain its shape during transportation. Labels, product information, barcodes, and packaging materials are added according to the destination. The handbags are then placed into protective boxes or shipping containers. Workers organize the packages carefully so the delicate leather is protected from crushing, moisture, and unnecessary friction. Unlike mass-produced disposable goods, luxury products require packaging that preserves their appearance from factory to showroom. The packaged handbags now enter the warehouse. Here, inventory systems record where each product is stored, how many units are available, and where each shipment needs to go. Workers and forklifts move cartons into organized storage areas. In larger facilities, barcode scanners and digital inventory systems help track every batch. The warehouse acts as the bridge between manufacturing and the marketplace. The bags may remain here briefly, or wait until a retailer, distributor, or customer order is ready. When an order arrives, the handbags are collected from storage and moved toward dispatch. Workers prepare shipping cartons and verify destination information before loading. Depending on the market, the products may travel by truck, air freight, or international shipping networks. A handbag produced from a fish skin in one region can eventually cross borders and reach a luxury retailer thousands of kilometers away. At this point, the factory journey is nearly complete, but the product's real journey is only beginning. The handbags arrive at boutiques, department stores, showrooms, or online fulfillment centers. In a luxury store, each bag may be carefully displayed under controlled lighting so customers can see its texture, stitching, shape, and natural pattern. A customer may choose the bag because of its unusual appearance. Another may appreciate its craftsmanship or the idea of giving a byproduct material a second life. Eventually, the bag leaves the store. It becomes part of someone's everyday world, carried to work, taken on a trip, used during a special occasion, or simply enjoyed as a piece of fashion. And that is what makes the journey so remarkable. What began as a delicate fish skin from the food industry passed through cleaning, preparation, tanning, drying, finishing, cutting, stitching, inspection, packaging, storage, and global distribution. By the end, it is no longer seen as a discarded material. It has become a carefully crafted luxury product. From the seafood processing line to the leather workshop, from industrial machinery to skilled hands, every stage contributes to the final transformation. And the next time you see an exotic leather handbag, remember that its story may have started somewhere far less glamorous with a material that most people would never expect to become luxury.